In this tutorial, we'll be working in a virtual environment using VMware's vSphere and NetApp's DataOnTap. I'll be showing you how to protect your data using Snapshot Technology. In this exercise, we'll use our virtual Windows 8 client to access the virtual storage using the Storage System Manager via the browser and a command line interface using PuTTY. We'll also be using a Linux client to access the storage. So the first thing we do is open Windows 8, open the System Manager, go to Storage, Volumes, look at NFS Vol. We're going to create a snapshot copy. If you click the Create button, this is going to be called SnapZ. So we create, and we go down to the bottom pane just to check that SnapZ has been created. Okay, so now we can minimize that and go into the command line interface using PuTTY. Just type in the IP address of the storage system, log in as root, then we type vol options vol 0 just to check what options we have on that volume. The next thing we have to do is ensure we have permissions to access the snapshot directories. So we'll just type in these two commands. It's useful in the command line interface to use the up-down arrows to save you typing in the whole command again. So then we create a snapshot copy called SnapZ, not to be confused with the SnapZ we just created on NFS Vol. This one's for Vol 0. Okay, now we're going to click on Start and Run and access the mapped storage that we set up earlier. So we're going to the etc directory and remove the export.back file. Now what we're going to do is go down a couple of levels to the snapshot directory and find the SnapZ that we've just created. Go in there into the etc directory and find export.back. Take a copy and go back up a couple of levels to the main etc directory and then paste it back in. Okay, so the next thing to do is open up our Linux client machine and we'll go into our local directory that's mounted to the virtual storage, and this is a Q-tree directory, so we'll just see what's in it. Okay, so what we're going to do is remove file 1 and then go down a couple more levels to the snapshot directory. So the snapshot directory is a hidden directory. You have to put a dot in front of it to see it. So we'll see what's in there. So these are all the snapshots. So we'll go into SnapZ that we created earlier. And what we'll do is copy file 1 from this SnapZ directory back up into our Q-tree directory above. And we'll use cd dot to go up one directory at a time. So we go up a couple of levels and we check files there, and there it is. Okay, so now we're going to go back into the storage manager. Just minimize that. Oops. Yeah, there we go. So there's storage volumes again. So first we're going to look at NASVol, snapshot copies, and configure. So on here we can change when the snapshots will be taken. There's a clock face on the left, AM, one on the right for PM. The next thing we'll do is go into vol 0, snapshot copies, and look at the snapshot reserve at the top of the page. It's currently 5%, so we can change that with the up and down arrow. Then next NFS vol, look at the snapshot copies, just look at the sizes, total sizes for each one. Okay, so we'll just minimize that window. The next thing we're going to do is use Windows Previous Version tool. So we'll go into the command line interface and append a line to the end of a file called test1. Then we'll list the snapshot copies for vol 0. There they are. It's the ones we created earlier. SnapZ, hourly ones. So we'll create another snapshot copy for vol 0 called Snap99. Then we'll list out the contents of the test file. Okay, there it is. You can see the last line, the line we put in above with a triple X. I'm going to append another line to the end saying after Snap99. And there it is. So now we'll go down to Start, Run again, open up the storage, and there's test1. That's the current contents with Snap99 on the end. Then if we right click and go to properties and look at previous versions, we can see there are various other versions listed. And if we want to do a restore, there's a restore button on the bottom right hand side, so we can restore any of these files when we like. And that is about it.